What's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. Back like we ain't never left, baby. So, lots is going on. The Don has supposedly caught COVID. Now, this video, I'm doing this video because of all the conspiracies I've been hearing. Originally, I wasn't even going to do a video about Trump catching COVID because who doesn't know? Everybody knows that already. It's everywhere. But I have been hearing some interesting conspiracy theories, and I thought, who better to ask except for the Yang Gang? So we'll see what you guys are thinking about some of these conspiracy theories. I'll talk about the latest update that Trump has done, the latest thing he's done that's got everybody freaking out, that I'm actually not as freaked out about. But so let's begin. The first conspiracy theory I heard was that Trump actually doesn't have COVID, that this is a political ploy, and that he's doing this to avoid having to debate Biden again, and he's doing this to receive pity votes, and he wants people to feel sorry for him and things along those lines. That's the first conspiracy theory I heard when this first started happening, was that he doesn't actually have COVID and that he's pretending, and so this close to the election, this whole time he never caught COVID, but suddenly now this close to the election, he has it, impeccable timing, etc. That's the first conspiracy theory I heard. And when it first popped off, I can see why people would think that. But at this point, I think it's pretty 100% positive that he has COVID-19. That's my opinion. I mean, I know some people still are on the opinion that he doesn't, but I really think he has COVID-19. So the second thing that I heard was that if he beats this, right, if Donald Trump handles COVID-19 like nobody's business, right, that he's going to come out of this puff chest out, calling himself Teflon Don, and he's going to downplay COVID massively. He's already done it. Remember, at one point he called it a conspiracy theory himself. He said it's no such thing, it's a hoax. He originally did downplay this whole situation. Eventually he had to admit that it was a bigger problem than what he wanted to let on, and that's when he started blaming it all on China, calling it the China virus, etc. Well, they have to take their fault for it too, but on our end, we definitely dropped the ball as well. But the second conspiracy theory is that if he handles this, if he handles it well, that he's going to downplay it and pretty much even start pressuring states even more so to relax some of the restrictions they have, because he's going to be like, look, I beat it. It was nothing. And that's not that bad of a conspiracy theory. That's not, I can see Trumpy Trump trying something like that. So those are two of the first conspiracy theories I was hearing. Now look, Chrissy, Hope Hicks, Melania, a whole bunch of other people also supposedly have COVID-19. I actually think I have the full list for you. So the full list is Senator Mike Lee, Senator Tom Tillis, Senator Ron Johnson, Trump campaign manager Bill Stepien, and obviously Chris Christie, and former White House advisor Kellyanne Conway. All have announced that they've tested positive for COVID-19. I believe Chris Christie went in there. He went into the hospital. He said it was because he has asthma, and that's what he was worried about, which I don't doubt at all. But he is a heavier set guy to boot. COVID-19 does affect your breathing. So if you're a heavier guy and you already have asthma on top of it, then that's a bad melting pot to start off with, right? So Chris Christie admitted himself into the hospital, rightfully so. I'm at the point where I don't believe they're faking it, right? That they're faking this, that this was a strategic move to pretend they all had COVID-19 to get sympathy votes, or to avoid Biden or whatever. Because I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that Trump was planning this COVID-19 situation, because if you look at the debate, Biden shot up. Poll-wise, Biden shot up immensely, right? Because Trump did horrible at the debate. Not that Biden did great, because he didn't. It's just that Trump did bad. So he shot up immensely. So they're saying this is a strategy. He's pretending he has COVID-19 so he can dominate the headway. So everybody can forget about the whole Biden situation. We're so close to November. And for days on end, it will be about Trump, COVID, Trump, COVID, Trump, COVID. And Biden wouldn't be headline news. Those poll numbers would slip. And look, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't put anything past anybody. I could see them pulling something like that. But Trump did just drop a little speech, a 4-minute speech or what have you. And he looks like somebody that just got out of the hospital. He looks like a disheveled hospital guy. He looks like somebody that literally just got out of the hospital. Now, technically, he's not out of the hospital per se. But he sat at the Oval Office. He sat in the Oval Office and made a little 4-minute speech. I'm actually going to play that for you because I want you guys to see, like, he does not look great, right? He doesn't look 100%. Let's take a look.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that, but we still have steps to go and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing and the kind of numbers that we've been doing. We've been so proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them, not just in the U.S. I'm fighting for them all over the world. We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to beat it soundly. So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, some of them, and others are coming out soon that are looking like, frankly, they're miracles. If you want to know the truth, they're miracles. People criticize me when I say that, but we have things happening that look like they're miracles coming down from God. So I just want to tell you that I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test. So we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days. I just want to be so thankful for all of the support I've seen, whether it's on television or reading about it. I most of all appreciate what's been said by the American people, by almost a bipartisan consensus of American people. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I very much appreciate it, and I won't forget it. I promise you that. I also want to thank the leaders of the world for their condolences, and they know what we're going through. They know what, as your leader, what I have to go through. But I had no choice because I just didn't want to stay in the White House. I was given that alternative. Stay in the White House, lock yourself in, don't ever leave, don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it. Don't see people, don't talk to people, and just be done with it. And I can't do that. I had to be out front, and this is America. This is the United States. This is the greatest country in the world. This is the most powerful country in the world. I can't be locked up in a room upstairs and totally safe and just say, hey, whatever happens, happens. I can't do that. We have to confront problems. As a leader, you have to confront problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that. So that's where it is. I'm doing well. I want to thank everybody. Our First Lady is doing very well. Melania asked me to say something as to the respect that she has for our country, the love that she has for our country, and we're both doing well. Melania is really handling it very nicely. As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit, and therefore, just we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people, and Melania is handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled. And that makes me very happy, and it makes the country very happy. But I'm also doing well, and I think we're going to have a very good result. Again, over the next few days, we're going to probably know for sure. So I just want to thank everybody out there, everybody, all over the world, specifically the United States. The outpouring of love has been incredible. I will never forget. Thank you very much.
So, yeah, he does not look 100%. He definitely looks like a guy who is getting over being sick, right? So those are two major conspiracy theories that were floating about in the very beginning. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that he really doesn't have COVID and this is all a ploy? Do you think he has COVID and that if he beats it, which I think he's going to beat it, that he's going to push back regulations and pressure the states to not be so hard on restrictions and things like that? Because he is a 70-year-old man. He is one of the people that they would say is the most susceptible to the virus and that is the most dangerous for. But at the same time, he has around-the-clock help. He has the best doctors money can buy, the best doctors you can get. He's the president of the United States. They're going to do any and everything in his power to make sure he's okay. So I would think of nothing else but for him to beat it, if we're being honest. So yeah, that's two of the conspiracy theories I've heard of. Now, they've been getting mixed. There's been mixed communication coming from the White House, and then coming from doctors and coming from officials. So let's talk about that really quick. So, reporters were outside of Walter Reed Medical Center in Maryland, and it was on Saturday. So this was yesterday. And Trump's physician would not offer a clear statement about whether the president had received oxygen treatment since testing positive. And a source familiar with the president's health had stated that Trump's vitals over the last 24 hours were very concerning, and the next 48 hours will be critical in terms of his care. Now, I tell you to take that with a grain of salt, because today Donald Trump was riding around in his car waving at people who were outside, worried about him, his supporters, and stuff like that. Now, the lefty media, the lefty independent media, to be exact, has been flipping out about this. I think even the Rational National just dropped the video on it. They're not happy that he went out in his car and was driving around waving at people. And I believe the windows are up. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure the windows were up. And he was waving at his people. Now, he did this for multiple reasons. He knows there was conflicting news coming from the media and the hospital and what have you, because some news was saying he was on oxygen, and the next couple hours would determine how well he's going to be. Others are saying he was fine and he's eager to get back to business. So I think part of this was he wanted to see his base, like he feeds off of that energy of his people, celebrating his existence, and B, it was kind of like to show, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. What's up? So I think that's why he did that. Now, one of the other questions that's been posed is how many people at the highest levels of government had been exposed after a week of events involving the president, where social distancing and mask wearing were lax. And they just did this sort of like press release about him working. Like Ivanka tweeted a photo of him and stuff like that. And he was at his desk. And one, he's got the jacket on and he's signing stuff and he's working. And the other, he has the jacket off. Oh, he's been there a long time. He's got the jacket off. He's got the white shirt and he's signing stuff and flipping through paperwork. So yeah, he is definitely trying to show that he's okay. And that this is no big deal. I think he said Melania is doing even better than he is. But on the flip side, a bodyman for Trump tests positive for coronavirus too. So I think there's a lot of people that were around the president that have it. Like, not all the names have been released, but there's a lot of people that have it. And pretty much what a bodyman is, he's the current director of the Oval Office operations, and he's a bodyman to President Trump. And he's got coronavirus. And this gentleman also happens to be married to a house aide who is the assistant to Jared Kushner, the president's senior advisor and son-in-law. So the White House could be riddled with COVID-19 right now, if we're being honest. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to get through this. Hopefully for some of them there, it's a wake-up call. Because, again, they were very lax in the beginning. They were making fun of it. They were taunting it. They were saying, like, it's not that big of a deal. You have to remember, he was saying, and people were actually coming up to me and saying, and were in my comment section. I was commenting on the death toll of coronavirus and how many people were getting it and just keeping you guys up to date. This was during I don't want to say the height of it, but this is during the lockdown. And people were saying, man, you watch too much MSNBC. You watch too much MSNBC. Because I wanted to be updated on the current affairs, I watched too much MSNBC. These were literally people commenting in my comment section. Now your president's got it. And Trump was saying, oh, by the summer, it die off some. The heat will help kill the virus. It'll die off some. People were comparing it to the flu. They're saying it's just a flu. It's just a flu. Even to this day, recently, I heard somebody say, it's just a flu. Bro, calm the fuck down. It's not the flu. It's COVID-19. And it looks like the White House is riddled with it. I hope he gets through it. What do you guys think of those conspiracy theories? The two that I've heard. One, that he doesn't have it. This is all a ploy. It's a political strategy. And it's to dominate the headlines and things along those lines, and to knock Biden off his throne a little bit. And the other conspiracy theory that if he beats this, he's going to come out like Teflon Don, and he's going to downplay coronavirus even more. He's going to be like, I'm 70, I beat it. You guys are overreacting. The Dems are overreacting. This is nothing to shut down the economy about, because look, I beat it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear from you guys. And I just gave you a quick update on what's going on. Teflon Don got coronavirus. Interesting. Put that mask on, bro. So, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always eager to hear your thoughts. I have a PayPal, a Venmo, a Patreon, all the above. Feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Sometimes I'm feeling high, but sometimes I'm feeling low. I wanna stay inside, I could call my bed my home. I've been trapped inside my mind, that's what keeps me in the zone. I think that I'll be fine, but I do not really know, yeah. It's too late for me, not too late for you. To be great, you'll see, the pain's worth the truth. I don't wanna be just someone that's new. I speak my mind so free, so you could hear the truth. Yeah, I know that we all have fear. In the back of our minds we hear the devil that's in our ear. Let it push you to see more clear. I don't wanna think about the pain no more. Everybody's not the same. We all open different doors. Yeah, we've all got different brains. That's what keeps starting these wars. I just stay within my lane, hope my words even score. I just try to keep it real.